On 15th of August 1947, India became independent. 28 years on, a movie premiered on another Independence Day, a film that helped define what Bollywood could be: loud and tender, comic and tragic, full of songs that people carried home. Sholay is a true masala, a mix of spices, larger than life heroes, a villain who chills the air, songs that get stuck in your bones, and stories of friendship that feel like family. It even provoked argument. A later edit to its ending raised questions about justice and how stories end. Tonight, at the Romford Lumiere, we celebrate 50 years of energy, a reunion of friends, family, and memories. We went into the crowd and asked people what Sholay still means to them. And here are their answers. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think about the movie Sholay?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is two brothers. So you've got Vidu and Jay, literally that partnership of two kind of like brothers, and what they go through, their journey through the movie. And that's the first thing that you see.
It's about friendship. It's about commitment to friendship. And how many years later?
Well, we left in 1994.
Yeah, stay loyal and still being the same many years on.
When it comes out, I was in the city called Ambala. Our record in school time, first day, first show. So I have watched this film in first day, first show in Ambala.
This is your first time seeing the movie.
Yeah, which is actually really surprising because everyone would, from our community, you think would have watched Sholay at some point. But I've actually never seen it. So when they were doing this and I was like, I've never seen Sholay, they were like, what? We just need to be there to see your reaction to the movie.
The scene I love is the way the connection is captured between Amitabh Bachchan and Jaya Prada, who's actually his wife in real life. So I think she's Jaya Baduri, not Jaya Prada. But basically, it's like the unsaid word. It's like they're not actually saying anything. It's just the glance and that connection, and with the music in the background, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and it's very moving throughout the film. There's little clips of that, and that's the bit I love about the film, to be honest.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah,
Until it holds a nice little place in your heart.
It's so lovely.
This is one of the classic movies, actually, Sholay. I remember because India-Pakistan there was a feud in between them. So we were not allowed to watch these kind of movies, Indian movies, in Pakistan on the main cinema. So what we used to do, bring the cassettes and watch it on the VCR on the TV. I remember when I watched it first, I was only 13 years old. Yeah, so that was fantastic. Everyone knew the dialogues, the story, some of the great actors in the movie, which we grew up watching them. It's a classic movie. I mean, movie like this is building, well, maybe they're making 100 years or something. That's why we're still celebrating after 50 years. This kind of movie is classic.
Is it the same as you remember it, or?
I think it looks a bit different. It's like an uncut version, I don't know. It's slightly different. But it's been such a long time since I last saw it.
Is it as enjoyable, should I say?
Oh, it's fantastic. There's bits in there. It's very nostalgic. It's like I can remember the film, in a VCR player, and my mum cooking in the kitchen. It's like lots of sensory things and lots of really positive memories from my childhood.
Watching it again after, well, to be honest, I do watch it quite in intervals of every couple of years or so. I make people relive it around my family and my kids, and the reason why I think I like the movie so much and why I keep revisiting the movie is because I think Big B, Amitabh Bachchan, in particular, was like our Clint Eastwood.
The one I've seen is obviously that he got arrested. Tucker, got him arrested, and then that was the end of it. But this one, the spike was sticking out the wall, innit? And that was a good end. And that should have been the ending because he should have died.
Is it just like old times?
It is and it isn't. I expect it not to have aged very well, but I have to admit it has aged impeccably. It is a brilliant film. It has still got the same beautiful songs as you remember them. You remember all the lyrics. As they're watching it, the lyrics come back to you. You think, oh yes, I remember this bit, I remember that bit. It's really such a good watch. And such a family-orientated watch as well. So it's something you can sit with the family and watch, rather than films nowadays which don't really have that anymore. So definitely a good watch.
It was a brilliant movie. I mean, it was the best movie of all time, I think, basically. I mean, back in the days, it was all about friendship, it was love, the sacrifice, knowing how to look out for your friends, your family, basically protect the people around you. It was a good story, bad story, hero and villains basically.
I think the first movie ever came out with 70 millimeter one in Indian screen, and
The songs are amazing.
yeah, songs are
Evergreen
amazing.
songs.
All the stars are the top stars of Bollywood as well, and yes, it's just brilliant. I would say maybe kind of Magnificent Seven, kind of like that way they done it. This one, so it's quite nice.
Yeah, no, it's a very good comparison. What would you say is your favorite scene from the first half? So far?
Definitely Gabbar Singh. His one-liners were very, very good, and the comical duo, which is Dharmendra and Amitabh Bachchan, their little comedy.
Yeah, I love
that's
them.
really, really good, and they worked really well. They did quite a lot of movies together, but yeah, the ending's definitely different. So yeah.
Sholay is I think probably one of the original films with all the action, a little bit of love story, but mainly action. And Amitabh Bachchan is one of my favorite actors, and Dharmendra as well. So
So I'm guessing you'd say like that the action scenes were the things that stood out to you the most.
Yeah. And the first song. The song in the beginning.
You're gonna be singing
that's the
that
song
all
of the film, right?
What would you say stands out most about Sholay for you?
I think the villain, which is Amjad Khan and Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra, and it's basically it was based on the film mirrored to the Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid from Hollywood, and it was the Indian version of it. And so the standout things in there was mainly the song. So I don't know if you was in there and you heard everyone singing a song called Ye Dosti. I think that's the name of the song. And as we were growing up as children, that was like with your best friends, or you'd sing that song at parties, or when you'd had a few drinks and that at the parties.
Do you have like a favorite scene?
Not really all of them, but definitely favorite lines.
Do you want to drop one? You want to drop one first?
कितने आदमी थे?
Yeah. Wow. And what does that translate to?
That means
How many men? How many people were there?
Okay.
कितने आदमी थे? सरदार, 2 आदमी थे.
Yes, someone did tell me to look out for that one. That one's quite a classic one then, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, especially the other one. आपका क्या होगा कालिया? So what's going to happen to you now, कालिया?
Okay, so I'm guessing that's one of
another
your
brilliant
iconic
one.
scenes then, you'd say.
Definitely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
तेरा क्या होगा कालिया?
सरदार, मैंने आपका नमक खाया सरदार.
अब गोली खा.
In a first billion, when the Gabbar is an entry with that in a hill, that's the one of the most beautiful and
I could hear all the cheers
That's
like
right.
when he came on screen. I could hear all the cheers. Like I feel like there's a lot of scenes in Sholay that when watching it back, people are like, wow, I remember this like it was
that's right.
yesterday. Yeah, and I can tell that's probably the same for you as well.
Yeah, I talking with that even when I watching the film, I just talking the dialogue, front. Yeah.
What would you say about this film that makes it different from other Bollywood films?
So I think when it came out, it broke the mold in terms of it didn't try to be a traditional Bollywood film. It had elements of it, i.e. it had the family thing, it had the romance thing, it had sort of, the good versus bad thing. But because it picked up from Seven Samurai, Once Upon a Time in the West, and those sort of films, it took elements that hadn't been seen in Bollywood before and said, well, we're going to show you this. And then the crowd were like, wow. And even the last scene's a bit like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kids, where the two guys are there, they're running out of bullets. So it did stuff that now is quite commonplace, but when it came out, it changed how people saw Bollywood films. And over the years, it hasn't aged badly at all because it's still of its time a good film in terms of it's got the Western elements, it's got the action elements. So for me, I think what Bollywood would never, well, would try to make films similar to Sholay, but the originality of Sholay and the way it broke the mold could never be matched. And I think that's why it's always stood the test of time.
Any like memorable scenes that now watching it back, you're like, wow, I remember that. Like,
Yeah. The one with Amitabh Bachchan and Tamindra, that famous song, Ye Dosti, because people were singing that, you know, that's an iconic song. You know, you're not going to forget that. So, yeah, that was a nice one. And then obviously right at the end as well when, you know, the bad guy gets done over. So that's also quite good as well.
okay,
Yep.
okay, so so we have the parts where nice little sing along. So
yeah,
okay, sing song type of guy you are.
I'm not a sing-song type of guy, but that's a famous song, yeah? I mean, you don't have to know much about Indian cinema, right? But everyone will know what that song is.
After seeing the first half, how does that make you feel after seeing it after all this time?
Actually, it's remind me my young age because I saw this film when I was maybe 19, 18, yeah. And so it's remind me my childhood, my young age, youth. Yes, and I enjoyed very well, really.
Very nostalgic, brings back memories.
Yes, yes.
And how about for you?
I think the props and all those things are brilliant.
It's been 50 years.
Yep. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Indeed. And it's still a classic.
I've still got it on DVD. Yeah, but I don't have a DVD player. You see, that's the thing. I've got,
One
still
of
got
the
it on
best
DVD.
films ever made.
It's the only Hindi film that I've got. And I don't understand the language, so I have to read subtitles. But I don't have a DVD player, but I've still got the DVD.
It's nice to see it on the big screen now. I've never seen the big screen. I always see it on TV, on Channel 4, on reruns, on DVD and stuff like that, on YouTube. You know? So to see it on the big screen, wow.
I must have seen the film about 40 times already. I have the DVD as well, but there's something about being back in cinema to watch it on the big screen. And fantastic that they had the actual original ending of the film where Gabbar Singh gets killed by Thakur, because every time we saw it on television, they actually changed the ending. They had the police turn up before he gets killed, because at that time they thought this was too gruesome to put on television or release in cinema. But today we got to see the original ending, which only a few people have seen.
Now is the organizer.
Yeah, one of the organisers for Secret Classic Bollywood Cinema.
And we are here celebrating Sholay,
Sure.
50th year. Is it not like nostalgic for you then, seeing it after all these years?
Yes, it's not just for me, for everyone. This is a film that's in everyone's memory. It's ingrained from watching it on Channel 4 back in the days, one of the early things that they showed, which is Bollywood orientated, and started so many careers, including Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini, Dharmendra's already a star, Salim Javed, the writers, massive film.
Yeah. And seeing how they've all brought everyone together
Yeah.
for this event in Lumia Cinema, like
Yeah.
how like magical is that?
It's
when you see
honestly,
things
it's
like
such a fabulous feeling. This film is available on YouTube. It's available for free. It's available on ITVX. You can stream it for free. But people have come here because they want to see it on the big screen and they want to watch it with an audience. They want to laugh together. There were tears shed from some of my friends. They will tell me that. To clap, to sing along. It's that kind of film.
Yeah, from the sounds of it, Sholay definitely is breaking boundaries. It's broken boundaries.
I mean, I think it's one of the first good examples of a masala movie. Do you know what that is? So Indian films, like Bollywood for the masses, is for lots of people. So when like people who are technically quite poor go to the cinema in India, they expect drama, romance, action, comedy, everything. So a little bit of everything. That's the masala mix. So that's why they call it a masala movie. They go there, you want everything. You want all the emotions. Bollywood is one of those.
That's a nice term, nice
Yeah,
criteria. I'm
yeah.
gonna remember that.
Yeah.
Has it influenced you in any way in terms of like filmmaking or?
I'm not filmmaking. I mean, I'm technically I produce low-budget horror films, so I'm a massive film fan. But you can't. No, it's very hard to produce something like this. So-
Yeah, for its time, it's very. I'd say, yeah, it's definitely a movie that stands out for its time, for sure.
Yeah. So, anyone watch it. Make sure you watch Sholay. Yeah, and Muqaddar Ka Sikandar is next.
Welcome, Spencer.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
taking the time to speak to me. And yeah, I just want to speak a bit about Sholay and the cinema in general today. So, I'd like to ask. So, considering that Sholay has turned 50 today, and we're premiering it here,
Yes.
what would you say is some of the best aspects of Lumiere cinema in terms of like being able to show things like this?
The key thing is we're showing the film, so that's the most important thing, and probably a lot of cinemas wouldn't take that sort of risk because they're worried about either alienating part of an audience or they're worried about the revenue. And I think to show such a significant and important film on this anniversary, I think it's fantastic. And there's very, very few places that would probably do it because they wouldn't understand the gamble. They'd think it was a gamble, but it's not really a gamble. It's a no-brainer. Every single time that I spoke to somebody about this film, they knew about this film. But your average white guy that probably looks like me probably doesn't know about it. But I've spoke to so many people on the build-up to today, and they were all so excited. And it's like, well, you know, if you're going to show a Bollywood film, you're going to show this film. And I think that's fantastic. And to show it today in the original format, in the original ratio, completely uncut, is amazing. To see everything that you're supposed to see over the passage of time, people have seen it, they've grown up with it on television, they've seen it cut and cut and cut and cut to the point that it doesn't even resemble the film that the director wanted you to see. So now to see it in 4.3 on a huge screen, I think it's amazing.
So I'd like to ask then, so in terms of what you feel Lumiere cinema offers that other cinemas don't, like what would you say some of those aspects are?
There's quite a lot, but we are trying to provide the most experiential experience that we can to an audience. Actually, we're seeing two films tonight that probably nobody ever thought they would see in Romford, of all places. So it's experiential. It's getting people into a cinema and giving them an experience that is vastly different to the majority of mainstream cinemas. It's not doing something for tick boxes. It's not, you know, it's almost like greenwashing, for want of a better term. Oh, I tick that box, that's what I'm going to do today. It is about being about community and genuinely being about community, and that is for every single member of the community, regardless of ability, race, background. You have to appeal to everybody on some level. You can't always do it well, but you have to be pushing in the right direction, because only when you push in the right direction do your community turn around and tell you what it is that you want to do, what they want you to do for them that is different. And that's how you learn, and that's how you adapt.